I am. Alright, I'm gonna do like a really quick one, I think, because last time it drug on for like a while, so I don't want to do that again. The sound level looks like my voice is really high, but the music is not that high, so I think it'll be good. Oh, you know what? Let me bring up Twitch real quick. Yeah, so I'm going to do like Ruby stuff, but not necessarily Rails stuff. I'm cloning. I'm in the process of cloning Rails, right? That's the process I'm in right now. What is it like? Is it creator dashboard? What is it? Okay, yeah. Manage stream. Sure. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna edit the stream info to say not SaaSy Ruby on Rails. Cloning Rails to learn the internals. Even though I should just read the code, but whatever. Let's see. I'm gonna say Ruby Rails. Let's see, Ruby, Rails, what else? Ruby, Rails, Vim, let's do like Neo Vim, Tmux, what else can I throw in there? Tailwind, I can't throw Tailwind in there. Okay, so I think that's probably good. Testing. There you go. All right. So, okay, yeah. It's also, you know what? It's almost Christmas, so it's good. It's good that I'm getting this out of the way. I picked 2 good days to stream, so that's kind of cool. That's great. Okay, so I'm gonna, yeah. So before I was like doing UI stuff, but I think it is kind of slow. So this time I think I'm just gonna not do that, and I was in the middle of cloning active record validations, so I'm going to do that. That's what I'm gonna do. So like active record has active model and active record, right? So an active record has you know what is wrong with this thing? Is this because I like changed the, why does it look so bad? That's so weird. Okay. What if I open it back up again? Oh, it just looks bad, just in general. Cool. All right, so there's a 2, model and record, right? And active record is where you put validations, and it's also like what you inherit from. But then the folder's called models, right? It's not called records, right? And I'm you know, like I think there was some kind of alliteration or something, because they were like, oh, maybe we'll just call it active record, and yeah, it'll be great, because like, you know, Rails record, right? I mean, it's the same thing here, radical, right? So my clone of Rails, I should just talk about it. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna show you something real quick, because I did actually get it working last time. So I should probably show that. I should probably not show that. Did I have it running? Docker run? Oh, you know what? I think it's like bin docker up, right? Is that what I did? Thank goodness for shell scripts, you know what I mean? Don't have to keep like doing recursive searches to find the right Docker command. Oh, okay, server's already running. But where is it running though? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go over here and do this off stream, so I don't like, let's see, Docker container ls. Oh, there is something running. Oh, I see. Okay, so wait, server's already running. Okay, so I think I just need to delete this file. Let me try that. It's actually just temp in the current directory. Yeah, I thought maybe I would have trouble with that because there was like a hack for Docker Compose that I saw for Rails. There we go. Yep, that was all it was. Okay, so I'm gonna show you this. You know what? I'm gonna close down some Docker containers too because I don't know if this is gonna open on. You know what? Hold on. All right, so like you click this, right? Okay, so I cleaned it up a little bit too, but I did get it working. So like you click this, and if there's nothing below it, like no direct reports to that position in the company, right? It shows like add position, right? That's exactly like the org that I was like cloning the other day. And it's funny because I got it working like within a few minutes after the stream, but I ended the stream, so that was that. All right, so then you add one here, right? And then it takes all the IDs and puts them in the query string, right? So like there's only one selected ID, so that was the report. Like that's what I'm using in the form to submit that. And then so you click this, and then it's the same thing again, right? So I can add 2 here just to like show you, right? So like the blue is, so this one has 2 now, right? Oh, you can see my mouse, I forgot. So yeah, this one has 2 now, and this one has 0, and this one also has 0, but I'll give this one 1 and this one 0 so you can see like how it's working. So it actually works pretty well. So that's, yeah, like I got it, and honestly I have to show you the code because it's honestly not that bad. Like it's actually pretty clean for what I usually do. I just like throw stuff. So there's 4 resources, right? Or there's one, yeah, there's 4 controllers, right? There's just the home controller, which does nothing basically. I don't know what that means. Okay, all right. So yeah, that's just that, right? In the home page, that says like, you know, be one with your org chart. And then there's the make charts controller. Okay, so then there's this, right? And like I love how the complexity is all in the model, right? So this is what I'm gonna clone. I want to talk about this because this is what I'm gonna clone, right? I'm gonna clone this exact thing, right? So my Rails clone, I called it Radical, and it currently does. I don't know what I'm doing with my hand. Like, what is that? I never do that. So I call it Radical, and it's like radical, like totally like from the 80s, you know, like that's radical, dude, you know. And it starts with R too, so like Ruby, it's a Radical Ruby, right? Kind of like Ruby on Rails, right? So my clone is just for me. Right, it's not for anyone else. I mean, it works for other people. Maybe, I have no idea. No one cares. But yeah. So it only uses SQLite, which is exactly what I do on all my projects. It doesn't support any other database, which helps me do a lot of like simplification because now I don't have to worry about like n+1s too much because SQLite doesn't suffer from the n+1 problem because it's on disk. Right, you're not going across the network and opening up a network connection, closing the network connection, right? Trying to reorder packets and all that stuff. It's not going over TCP or UDP or anything. It's just the file system. So it's super fast. It's super fast, as long as the file system's fast. I mean, we're assuming SSDs and all that stuff. So it only supports SQLite, so I can simplify a lot there. It also only has resource routing, right? It doesn't, I think I talked about this before, but it does not do any other type of routing. So you can't give it like Sinatra, right? You can't say get like XYZ/XYZ do end. Like you can't do that, right? Sinatra already exists, so I don't need to remake it, right? I'm just gonna do this just to move quickly and think in resources, right? So like the goal, I think, I was starting to think like, why is Rails like, why does everyone think Rails is so productive, right? And I took like a few years on and off outside of work, and I like came to this conclusion of like the reason why new stuff feels more productive, at least in programming, is like it comes back to the 2 hard problems of computer science, right? One, I think Donald Knuth said this, I'm pretty sure. One is naming things, the other's cache invalidation, right? So like cache invalidation, I mean, it's it's a hard problem, honestly, like at scale, I guess. But that's not what I'm going to tackle here. What I'm going to tackle here is the naming, right? So like that's why Rails feels more productive, is because you're not doing individual routes. You're doing you're thinking at a higher level. So like every time that you want to make a route, instead you say, what am I really doing here? Like, am I doing login, logout, and like sign up? Am I doing that? Or am I making two, am I doing three things, right? Login, logout, and sign up, or am I doing two things, right? Am I making a user in the database, and am I making a session in the cookie or in the database, wherever you store your sessions, right? So like you're actually making a session and you're actually making a user, right? So I think that's where it attempts to simplify some of that complexity, because at first, like if you have less than 100 routes in your app, like which I think is reasonable, but even if you have if you have less than like 20 routes, like you don't really need resource routing. But if you start to explode, like if you start to get a ton of routes in your thing, like every new feature is like a new route, right? Like, oh, I want to make org chart software, right? So like I have org charts, and now I have positions. Oh, but now I need signups. So like now I have users. Oh, and now I have login and logout, and I have sessions. I also want each position to have their own like metadata, right? So like, I also want to say like, I want to see like who's hiring, or like, I want to add more things to the chart, like not just positions, but like previous positions, right? I don't want to delete any position. I want to see who was in that position before. I don't know. I want to add tags or folders or whatever. I don't know, whatever you're gonna do. So that's one thing that I think helps with why Rails feels productive, right? Is because first of all, it generates a lot of stuff for you, and the stuff that it does generate is like based on those like resource routes. And I think a lot of people have not explored it like enough over the years. Like I think a lot of people kind of like are like, what is, like that's so dumb, like why would you abstract over that? I'll just have my regular routes, thank you. But yeah, I think it is useful, because you can even if you only have 10 routes in your app, right, which I don't think that's gonna happen, but even if you did, right, like even if you have 2 routes, you only really have one. You can have one resource, right, if they're related. So that's, I don't know, that's something. So yeah, Radical, you do have routes still that you declare, but they're resources. But you don't have to do what I was doing here. Here, let me show you. You don't have to do this only and stuff, because like if you just have a bunch of you have a bunch of methods hanging out, and like it's not a security thing really, but it's kind of like, why would you not show a 404? Like why would you even why would you let other people like hit your app and then, oh, maybe it's a 500, I have no idea what's in that thing, it's just hanging out. So you have to scope all your stuff, like, oh, this is only create, this is only show, this is only create and show, or delete, or whatever, just destroy, or whatever it's called. You also have to specify, so that's the first thing. The first thing Radical does is, since it's only resource routing, the controller determines what routes, whatever methods are defined, determines what routes are. So if you have the 7 methods defined in the class, that is what determines what gets not forward, right? That's pretty simple. And then the other thing that Rails does, which I think at first people were excited about, but then it became kind of cumbersome. And I think even like if you look at remix.run, which I'll get to in a second, but so the first thing is nested routes, right? You can nest them as deeply as you want. But then even in the Rails docs, it says don't nest them more than one level, because it's out of control, right? It doesn't make any sense. Because it also says, oh, try to use shallow routing, right? So like, but that's not the default, even though it should be. One nest supported only, and shallow routes by default. So like those things all combined, like I'm sort of like shaving off like Rails's like rough edges, right? Like I'm smoothing it out a little bit, right? So that's good. I'm to the point now where I like programming the thing that I made more than I like programming Rails, because it's less surprising, to me. Because I'm not in the mindset of like a Shopify engineer or like DHH, right? Like that's not what I'm doing. Like I only want to deploy to production with SQLite. I only want resource routes. Like I want anything I define in my controller, I want automatically to show up in my views, right? As methods. I don't want to have before and after action, around action, and all that stuff. But yeah, there is a lot of stuff from Rails, specifically Active Record, that I do like, that I'm going to clone. But anyway, yeah, let me show you about the Remix Run. If you look at the, I wasn't even talking about Remix Run, but actually it's just called Remix, I think. So I mean, this is ugly, right? There's no doubt, but I mean, it's really cool. How simple the landing page is. It's pretty cool. This is kind of awkward. This code is kind of awkward, but what are you gonna do? I like the colored words. It's cool. Yeah, I'll probably steal this. Okay, so, and they try to do this like thing where they like hijack the scrolling, but it doesn't work. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about, right? This is what the promise of the nested routes was. But even if you look at their nested routes, it's flat, right? So like, this is the route, right? And then this one is sales nav, right? But this one's just invoices, even if they are nested, right? But in the code, it's actually not nested in folders, right? And this one is like nested, but it's still just /invoice, right? So I do like this whole let's tie routes to the file system. I think it's very interesting. It's actually more like direct than Rails. I mean, it is interesting, but I don't know how, like, it doesn't help you think in resources necessarily. Like, why would you think sales here? Why would you not say like, why wouldn't you say a sale like page or something, right? Like it doesn't, I don't know like how, like, I don't know if Remix helps you with that. But it's definitely cool. Like, I mean, for React things, like Remix is definitely the way, I would say. But it's not really for me. All right, so anyway, this is what I'm gonna clone right now. I have 12 minutes left. So I've been working on cloning, oops, hello. I've been working on cloning, let me make this full screen because it's way better. Actually, what was it? It's like D, where is that? It is, yeah. Okay, so, you know what, let me, move this over to the other screen, I think, maybe? Yeah. Oh, it's not going over there? Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool, okay. So yeah, now you can see the beautiful, whatever that, Antelope Canyon, whatever this is. I forget what it's called. Okay, so yeah, this is where I was. The model class that I have is getting pretty big, so I see why they split it up into model and record, but I flipped it, right? Like model is like what goes in the models folder. That makes sense. Record is the thing that does validations and like works on a row, I think. The model works on like a table, right? So I think that's where I'm like changing it, like, but I know what they're saying. Like, why would you would inherit from a record? Like, each class in your app represents a row in the database, right? That makes sense, and it actually almost makes more sense to have it be. That's why it's singular, right? It's not a table, but it doesn't matter. Like, who cares, right? I have to cut things here and there because I don't have infinite amount of time, right? So yeah, I've done a bunch of stuff here where I have transactions and things, so that's good. but I need the validations, right? That's where I'm at. So let me show you. Okay, so let me make this bigger. This screen is like so stupid big. You can like barely see that code. There we go. That's big. All right, that's much better. Okay, so now I can really see it too. Okay, so there's like one thing that I was gonna do, right? Which is I was using this as a oh my gosh, there we go. I was using this as a guide. So here I am the new transaction, right? So I did that. I think I have transaction now. There it is, right? It doesn't do. I wonder if it works. I have no idea. I also I have what was I doing? Oh, there it is. Okay, that's what I was looking for. See, I have I hope this works. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I also have record invalid, so that's good. But I need the errors, right? I need errors, and to have errors, I need validations, right? So that's something, right? And the first thing I think I need to validate is org chart. Actually, you know what? That's gonna throw something else. But I could say in position, right? I could try this, where I say, what am I saying? I don't even know. I could say validates title presence true, right? Okay. I mean, there's actually a lot to validators. I don't know how much I can do in 8 minutes, but we're gonna find out, I guess. Alright. Okay, so add error looks good. Currently I have errors as I have it in model as just a where is it? Yeah, I don't know about splitting up yeah, I don't know, whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, I have errors and validations here, right? So I also, so now on save, I'm like trying to remember where I was. Save, not save columns, save. So this goes through each validation, and that happens on save too, I think, yeah. So I think save, I want one save, but I want one to like call, let's see, save. Yeah, I'll just call it save. And then save will do this. That's what I want. I'll say save, and then like, I think I want it to throw, right? To do throw on any validation errors, right? There we go. It would be nice to have auto validations too, like in SQL. That would be pretty cool. When I say SQL, I mean Jeremy Evans SQL, not like SQL, like the language. Alright, so okay. So this is looking good. I need a validator though, so I'm gonna make that. The number, it's funny because I started this project to like see if I could just make a dent in Rails's memory usage. Like, oh, maybe I can bring it down, you know, like a little bit, right? But every time I get a little closer, every time I add something, the amount of memory goes up. I'm just like, dang it! I think right now, oh, it's running now, right? So I could see that. Hold on, let me get rid of one other thing I was doing over here. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Let me get rid of this thing real quick. Oh, actually, can you see that? I don't even know if you can. Hold on one second. Okay, that should be good. All right. Okay, so now I can like check this out and see what's happening. What am I doing? There. Let's see. So that is running currently, but it's just IRB. So let's see what it's at. I don't know what Naughty Wiles is. I'm assuming that's Rails. So Rails is at 96 megs, and IRB by itself uses 23 megs. So there's not that much room for improvement. So let's see if I start up the. Oh, geez. Let me fix this real quick. So in model, or at least in here, I need. Do I need validates? Oh, I do have validates, right? Self. Oh wait, no, it's a module though, right? Oh my goodness, I'm including it? So does that mean everything comes in as an instance method? So do I have to say self? Does that even make sense on a module? Maybe it does. Let's see, does it work? Undefined method validates for position class. Yeah, it definitely does not make any sense. Do I no. Oh, I have to look I can't believe I have to look this up. I gotta look it up. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna look it up because I don't even care. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna move this because I don't really feel like doing that right now. Even though I will say having it in the module makes sense, but only because I want to include it later. I could say extend. Let's see if it works. Undefined local variable or method validations for position class. Same thing. Oh, validations. Wait, did it say validates or? Oh, it did say validates. Yeah. Oh wait, validations. Oh yeah. Did you mean validates? Validations. Oh yeah, what the heck? That's perfect. That's what I wanted. Oh wait, no. Validations should be at the class level, not at the validations. Okay, so I'm extending it now, and it's yeah. I wonder if you can. I'm sure you can put class methods and instance methods in the same module. I just don't know what that looks like. Okay, so I think, okay, I'm just gonna say validations, and it's actually adder writer, right? So let me just move this right here, and I can say validations, actually, you know what? I'll just call it adder accessor validations. I don't really care. That's perfect. That's good. Let's see. Is it working? First try. First, second, third try. Validates. Record 21. I have method for nil class. Validations is nil. That makes sense. Okay, maybe I do want this validations. Add validations. Or do I just want to say here validations equals a hash, right? Actually, it's like a hash. Yeah, it's a hash. Okay. There we go. How does it say? Undefined method for hash. Okay, so I think I have to say hash new array new or something, or maybe I can do just like that. Is that a thing? Or I think I don't even want curly braces, do I? I just gonna say that. Merge for array. Okay. Validations attribute merge. Okay, so validations has, it's a hash that has hashes. Does that make sense? I have no idea. I'll just, oh my gosh, I can't listen to this. Alright, so validations is an array, actually, of hashes. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, but I have validations as an array and as a thing. Validations include attribute, right? Is that what I'm doing? Because you can have multiple validate. Because I can say position. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Dang, I didn't do anything. Because I'd say validates title and name, right? And I can say presence true. So I actually have one presence validator. This is when I'm like, should I bring in a library? Or should I just use active record, right? But then I have active record. It's what was that famous thing, like the object-oriented programming is like the gorilla and the banana problem. It's like you want to have what am I doing? You want to have like a gorilla, or you want to have a banana, but you have to like get the whole forest or something. I don't know. That was like a weird thing. Yeah, that's the problem, I guess, with object-oriented programming. It's hard to just bring in one part. Okay, so I'm doing two different things here, right? I was thinking something else different earlier. So I have validations as an array. This does make sense, kind of, but I think when it's going to be attributes and it's going to be options, right? But options... okay, so I think, yeah, validations, right? And then I'm going to say... I just realized something, like, since I'm extending record now, it works when you extend it, but, like, it's not going to work when I include it. Or maybe I'll include it for errors and extend it for the model. Ooh, that's confusing. All right, so for here, I think I would say attributes each do adder, and then I would say validations. I think validations in general, right? When I call the validator, it's gotta be. It's gonna say def self validate, and it's gonna say what type of validator it is, like presence or whatever, right? The type and the attributes, right? So I think I might even make an object for this. I'm not quite sure, but something like that. So I think I have to flip what I'm doing here. So like the API looks like this, validates, and it has attributes and it has options at the end. But I think what I want to do is I want to say there's only a certain number of validators, right? Like, so I would say validations, options, and I would say keys first. Yeah, because like the key of the options thing determines what the validator is. So it's actually like it's a presence validator probably in Rails. But for mine, since I'm just kind of winging it, I would say, yeah, it's just validations option keys first, right? Yeah, that's probably fine. Or maybe, do they have F first? I wonder if they have that. Let's try it. One F first. Oh no, they don't have it. You have to say first. Oh, that's alright. Okay, so keys first is the validator, right? Validations. Yeah, maybe this is the wrong word for this, but that's alright. Validations. It's probably more like valid. Yeah, it's fine. Validations, and then I would say the attributes, right? Equals attributes, right? And I would say if, then I would say validations, options, keys first. Actually, this sucks. I think what I want to do instead is say validations is an array. And I just want to say just run through them, right? Like who cares like what the structure is? I think I'm just gonna say validations, and I'm just gonna keep it like is it a hash though? I'll just say, yeah, I'll just keep it as a hash for right now and just say, here are the attributes, right? And here are the options. It's like, I'll just unwrap them later. Like, I don't even care now. So then, let's see if I can run this. That's a good question. Oh, it does work. Okay, perfect. So this looks good. So I'm gonna validate on save, right? Oh, what? I don't want that. That's horrible. Okay, so that's save. Why does it count save as like save column? Def save. That's so weird. Did I like get rid of save or something? Oh, there it is. Wow, that's so weird. Okay. So I also want like a validate thing, right? Yeah, I want validate. And then we'll just do that here. I don't want to break this. Validations each do validate. And then we don't want that. We just want this. Okay, so... And it's only going to validate one validation at a time, right? So that makes it real easy. Because we already know that validation is a hash of attributes, right? And let's see, attributes. Oh, you know what? Ruby 3.1 has like some kind of destructuring thing, but I'm not gonna do that. And it has options, right? Okay, so, and I think I just need to case options keys first. When presence. Hello. Okay, when presence, end. When it's presence, you know what? I might even store this as an array. How can I though? As like a tuple? Let's see. A1 to A. Line 1. Yeah, I might do that, but that's alright. Okay, so when presence, I mean, you wouldn't say presence false. Does this even make any sense? Wait, does the API even make any sense now that I think about it? Like, does it even make any presence true? Like, would you ever say presence, make sure it doesn't exist? Like, does that even happen in Rails? Let me see what's going on here. This is crazy. Oh, I already have Spark open. You can't see this, but I'm looking it up now. Rails validators, active record validations, acceptance, presence. This helper validates that the specified attributes are not empty. It uses the blank method to check if the value is nil or blank string. If you want to be sure that an association is present, you need to test whether the associated object validate whose presence is required. You must specify the inverse of option. Inverse of order? Associate has one and will check that the object is blank and marked as destruction. You will ensure the value will not be nil, which would result in a null value in most cases. What the heck? Oh, and there's an absence true. This helper, wouldn't you? It uses the present method. Wouldn't you just say presence false? Dude, I'm blown away right now. This doesn't even make any sense. Yeah, that's how I think upon case and assertion. I just realized this makes like zero sense, and I've been doing it for so long. I never even stopped to think about it. I was like, what happens if presence isn't true, right? Wow, that's really bad. Let's see what SQL does. Actually, you know what? I was looking at this earlier. How do I get back to the other one? There we go. I think I can swoop this to the other side. There we go. I was looking at DryRB. I don't know, like, if I like this API. I'm not like super into it. But yeah, what does SQL do? Let's see. I'm usually a fan of whatever Jeremy Evans is doing. Let's see. Models, validations. Primary useful, error messages, blah blah blah. Valid and validate. Validate, super errors add. Yep. Yeah, I think I may be going a little crazy with the includes. Like, I don't know if I want to copy that exact API now that I think about it. Like, why even include record, right? Why not just say, in my, thing, why don't I just do something like this, right? Like, why even include this? Why not just say, like, maybe it just doesn't need a table. Maybe I just say table false, right? Table false, right? No table? Like, I don't know, that makes sense, right? I mean, it kind of does make sense. I mean, let me see, just inherit from model, and then now it's a model, right? And you're just overriding save, and you're not calling super. Yeah, I almost like that better, right? Add errors, and then it has add error on model. And I can save myself some of the, call super to initialize the state of the parent class. Oh, but I almost don't even want to, right? Super? Do I? I don't even want to, that's the thing. When I say hello? Is it gonna complain at me about super still? No, it's not. Oh my gosh, it is. So yeah, maybe I will just do org chart. I mean, do I even need that though? I don't even need that anymore, do I? I can just do this. I can say table false. I actually like that. Or table nil or something. Or maybe I'll just say like no table. Yeah, just no table. Tableless. No, I don't know. I'll just say no table, right? Or no DB. Yeah, I almost like that better, maybe. I'm not sure. The include feels a little nicer and not to inherit because it's not actually a model, but I don't know. I mean, no table is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, there's no table here, right? Yeah, I don't mind it. Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh, it's 9:12. Okay. All right. So, oh, okay. No one's watching. That's good. All right. So I definitely didn't do anything, but I did realize that what I'm doing here doesn't make any sense, and SQL's, like always, is a much better API. Like, it's way more straightforward. Validates presence true. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, it doesn't make any freaking sense. Like at least this one you could pass a block to, right, or something, right? Conditional validation makes more sense here, and then all the validators are here, and they're all. This is much better. Like, I can't believe that and it just has SQL model errors. There's no record. It's just model and no record. Oh my gosh, like, now that I'm thinking about it, yes, this makes way more sense. I'm gonna do this instead. In fact, I'm gonna say no table, and I'm gonna make it work without a table. Yeah, I almost want to go back to the table thing, but I'm gonna say no table, right? I'm just gonna say no table. I like that way better. Let me add that real quick to model. Let me see. Radical model. Right, whoops, hello. Why does it go there? That's so weird. Oh, it goes to the lib. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, let me go to model, hello. Okay, there we go. And I don't need to extend record anymore, thank goodness. I can just put it on the end like I wanted to do. Because, what does it matter? And then, okay, so then I don't have to make that an accessor. I can just have validates in the class thing. There we go. Def validates. But I think as far as I like the idea of saying validates, but it really doesn't make any sense. Present. I could do something like that instead. because present isn't a class method, but I could say present. Yeah, validates, and I could say presence like this. But yeah, that breaks because now I need oh, okay, I see. Validates present. It actually takes an array. But what I could do is just say validates presence, and then that even makes more sense. Then it just validates, right? Validates, and then you could say absence like they. That is the weirdest choice. I don't understand that. Validates uniqueness. Yeah, or I can say validates and takes a block, and then v present, and I can say title name, right? The absent. I don't mind this validates block. I mean, you don't see too many validates blocks out there, you know. And since there's only the one thing, I mean, you could even just make it you can just make it in the block, right? Like present, absent, unique, right? Could be nice. Could be okay. I mean, that's not bad. Or you could just say, yeah, it's not. Then you only have to say validates one time, right? Yeah, I don't mind that. But yeah, this could be a little easier, I guess. But why? Why not just have it be, because it's all class methods anyway, right? Yeah, you know what? I might do that. I might do I might break away here a little bit. Okay, let me see. Oh, I thought I was gonna go. Okay. Hey, oh my gosh, it's Matt. The validates block. Yeah, seriously. I wasn't even watching the chat because no one was watching. That's so funny. Yeah, how's it been going? I know I haven't, it was a while. I didn't stream for a while there. It's bad. But yeah. I'm back in Ruby, obviously, but yeah. How's it going with you? Yeah. I do like the validates block though, honestly. You know what? Let's see, now that Matt's here, let's see what, what's it called? Lucky. Let's see what Lucky does. Let's go to database models. Oh, there it is. There's even a thing for it. Oh, the callbacks. Okay, let me see. Where is it? Validations. Oh, they did do what SQL did. Validate required, confirm acceptance. I mean, it does make sense though to do it like that. I got really burnt out considering becoming a mechanic or something for a while. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I got pretty burnt out too with the programming. It takes its toll, you know. Yeah, it just like I feel like sometimes I feel like all the software has already been written. You know what I mean? Like, and what's the point, really? You know, like what are we even doing? What am I doing, especially? So yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta take a break, you know? Alright, I was gonna go, but now Matt's here, so 9 crystal. Yeah, so that's funny though, because this looks the same as this. But yeah, if I do a block, I mean, dude, it sets it apart, you know? Let me see, size block call. Oh, you know what? And here I can just say validates, right? Validations. And I can say yield instead. No, I block call slower for some reason. I looked it up on Stack Overflow, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. Validation. That doesn't even matter. Okay, so validations, block call, and now I have validations. So now I can call I'm not gonna do absent. I think I have never used that once. Like, that's crazy. Let's see, unique. Just wrote a proc file process manager for Lucky. Oh, nice. Let me see. Not in Crystal. Oh, that's what you were saying. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, not all softwares were written in Crystal. Let's see. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Man, 2,200 stars. That's crazy. What is that, on a branch or something? Pull request? Dude, examples. I don't know where it is. It's a draft PR on Lucky CLI. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Oh, wait. Can people see draft PRs? I don't think they can. Oh, there it is. Wait, no. Is that it? No, I think it's something else. What the heck is Lucky Avram? So many things to learn. I always get super sidetracked. Oh, Avram is the ORM, right? Is that... How do you say it? Is it Avram? Avram? What the heck is this? Alright. Okay, so yeah, it's just the ORM. Does it do the validation? Factories. Oh, that's one other thing that I don't have either. Yeah. I'm definitely learning a lot though. Top one. Oh, there it is. Nox is a process manager for proc files written in Crystal. The reason for its existence, built in instead of requiring one. Process runner. Nox start, proc file dev. Oh, I didn't realize you could do dot environment. That's interesting. Nox.run proc file. Yeah. Oh, I see. It was relying on the whatever process runner you had. Interesting. Yeah, that's cool. There's a VR with Nox in the title. Yeah. And I gotta watch this chat more. Maybe I can switch it to the other side or something. I don't. What am I doing here? Do this. Oh, there we go. Maybe I'll see it more now, or something. Okay, yeah. Dang, this is a clean PR, okay? This is so easy to understand. I think it's good to go. Maybe I can say something, you know, like, yeah, ship it, you know? I'm not gonna say anything, but still, that's cool. Yeah, that's true though about Crystal. It definitely still has a bunch of stuff to be written for it, which is cool. I mean, and I like the low memories, that's for sure. But yeah, I just can't, the compile times, you know? At least for me, I just couldn't get into it. Yeah. But yeah, that's a nice PR. It's good. Okay. I obviously lost all my streaming mojo, you know, if I had any to begin with. Validations should be good because the block is there, right? So, I think it's gonna be present. I'll just make it the method that it's gonna be called and the attributes, right? So this just takes attributes, attributions, attributes. How do I flatten this into a thing? How would we do that? I forgot. I had mojo. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't have any. It was bad. I had like no, like I was watching the Primogen. I watched the Primogen like a lot now, and oh, you know what? I'm gonna go in like 5 minutes though. Yeah, he's really funny. I don't even understand like how he. I don't know when he works for Netflix. Like he works for Netflix. I don't understand like when, because he's streaming. I know he lives in Mountain Time, so like. I don't understand like when he's like working, because he'll stream at like 7 in the morning. It's like, that prime work time, right? Or like 8 and 10 in the morning. I'm like, what is happening? Like, does he only work like 3 days a week or 2 days a week or something? I don't understand that. Wait, what happened? Oh no, Nightbot. Wait, what the heck just happened? I don't even understand what just happened. 11 messages were deleted. What the frick? Oh my gosh, you can't post links anymore? Dude, I got all these bots on here. This stinks. Let me turn it off. Yeah, how do I, like, I don't even know how to do this. Let's see. I just manage moderation settings? Is that new? Let's see. How do I do this? Wait, what the heck is Nightbot anyway? I don't even know what that is. Is that the no inside thing, or let's see. Oh, maybe I have to control it from Nightbot's like or dashboard or whatever. Twitch. Oh, you know what? I can't even see the chat anymore. Hold on. Okay, there it is. I was linked to Hanami's enemy site. Oh yeah, let me see. Hanami RB. But you should be able to post some links. I mean, my goodness. Wait, Nightbot? It doesn't even say I'm authorized though. Wants to access your account? It doesn't even have access to my account. What the heck is going on here? Dude, I gotta figure that out. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Oh, it's auto mod or something. This is crazy. Wow, you can really, like, they really let you dive deep there. Like, it was not even profanity. It was like other things I didn't even understand. Yeah, I don't even know where I can do it so that it. Oh, block hyperlinks. Wait. No, I don't. I turn that off. I don't know. I gotta figure this out. Okay. Rogue Nightbot. Seriously, what the heck? I don't even know like how it's moderating me. I honestly don't even know. How do I unmod Nightbot? Yeah, I might just what's that unmod? Okay, I just unmodded Nightbot. There we go. Hopefully now we can. What if I try to post a link? Let's see. Oh, okay, so I can post a link, but no one else can post a link? That's pretty dumb. Okay, so Hanami entities. Oh my gosh, Nightbot still. I just turned him off from moderating. Lock the door. But what if I just block him? It looks scary. Okay, what if I just turn that off? I just blocked Nightbot. Yeah, seriously. Okay, I think I just blocked him, but I can't, or her, whatever, I don't know. Or, oh, maybe I have to ban. Okay, I banned Nightbot. Let me see. There we go, it says stuff. Hey, it's working! Example.com, heck yeah. There we go. Alright, let me bring it up on this other screen though. Okay. Oh, you know what? Yeah, there it is. Custom schema, right? That's how it is. That's how it looks. Yeah, it looks good. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The same structure. That's so funny. Oh, I wonder what Hanami does for validations. I never even looked at this. Oh no! What? It's crazy. Required, and you like have a block that does the thing. Well, it's kind of, actually, you know what? It's kind of makes sense. It just looks ugly. Because the curly verses. What is this song? Alright, type safety composition, complex data structures. Oh, Boolean Logic. Okay. Cool. Predicates. Array. Oh, that's interesting. You can say, is it an array? Right? That's interesting. Instead of just like, I don't know if I would ever do that, but like, how do you just check filled? It is. Oh, that's not bad. I don't mind this. I don't mind this actually. You know what? How's Hanami's routing? Let's look at that. Yeah, it's okay. Looks like Rails routing, right? Let's see. Oh no! Look at those modules. My goodness. Is that necessary? Generate action web. Controller's dashboard. Oh, I'm not a fan of that. Views? Oh no! What is this? What is this? Why? Why do they nest the module so deeply? That is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. That is horrible. Like honestly, like I have no room to talk because I've never actually made like a working Ruby web framework. But man, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I would rethink that API if I were them for Hanami 4 whenever it's on. Because I remember Hanami, they spent a long time working on this. And, oh, it's version 1.3. And yeah, I'm not sure if I'm into this. Okay, so they just stole Rails too, and they have a block. Oh, I did this exact same thing. That's so funny. I don't even know what commit it was, but I did the exact same thing. I was like, oh, migration should just be blocks, because I'm gonna instance eval anyway. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Dude, it's so funny. Yeah, I like the validations though. It's very interesting. It's ugly with the curly braces, but it's interesting. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm gonna do, right? Oh, they do have it. Validations block. They do have it. Oh man. Scientifically proven that your code is no made for all. You stick it to one method per class. Dude, that's so true though. It was like all modules. Like, you better have a generator for that thing, you know? My goodness. All right. Let me see. What was I doing? Oh right, I have to. Maybe I'll just do like plus like this because I'm lazy. There we go. Oh man, this song is like, it's not even a song, it's like Transformers, you know? Oh jeez. Alright, I gotta switch it, it's so bad. Validations would be unique, right? Plus attributes, right? It's all kind of looking the same now that I think about it. Might use some defined method magic here, you never know. Okay, so I think this is good for now. I'm not actually going to do this, but present is good. Alright, presence, validates presence. Yeah, that's alright. Okay. Wait. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I thought it was going to leave. It's 9:33. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, because I started like an hour ago. Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching. I'll probably be back next Tuesday. You know what? It's gonna be like 5 degrees next Wednesday, so I'll probably be back sooner than later because I'm not gonna spend too much time outside. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll be back later, some other time. If I can find the exit button. Alright, that's it. Bye.